Welcome back to Explain the Charts, and today we're looking at the GBPUSD, the British pound to US dollar exchange rate, and we're going to break down what's happening in the markets today, October 20th, and how it's playing out on the charts. Looking at the daily chart, we see GBPUSD has been in a downtrend for the past few weeks, but it looks like there is some potential for a bullish reversal. Notice how we're getting a bit of a bounce back after a deep drop, and this is where we need to analyze the current news to see if there's any correlation. Based on our Google search results, recent news indicates the GBP has been impacted by the UK's inflation data. The inflation number came in colder than expected, which put pressure on the pound. However, we're also seeing some support for the pound due to a pullback in the US dollar, which is often seen as a safe haven currency. Let's zoom in a bit to the 1-hour chart to see if we can see more detail on this potential reversal and how it's playing out. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that GBPUSD is now trading above the 1.3000 level. This level is considered significant, and if it can hold, it could signal a bullish trend. There's also a clear support level forming around 1.2900. Now, we can go back to the daily chart to see how this 1-hour movement is impacting the overall trend. Switching back to the daily chart, it's clear that GBPUSD is currently consolidating in a range. We're seeing some bullish momentum, but it's not clear if it's enough to break out of the range and continue to trend upward. Key price levels on the daily chart are the 1.3000 level, which seems to be acting as a resistance, and the 1.2700 level, which is potential support. If the price can break above the 1.3000 level, then we could see a strong bullish breakout. But if the price breaks below the 1.2700 level, then the downtrend could continue. Now, let's look at the 15-minute chart to analyze the very short-term price action and see what kind of signals we might find there. On the 15-minute chart, we see the price is getting very close to the 1.3050 level. If the price can break above this level, then we could see a short-term bullish trend. If the price falls back below the 1.3050 level, we could see a short-term bearish move. Overall, it's difficult to say whether GBPUSD is currently bullish or bearish. The recent news suggests that the pound is under pressure from the inflation data, but it's also receiving support from a pullback in the US dollar. The chart data shows that the price is consolidating in a range, and it's not clear which direction the price will break out in. However, we can identify some key price levels that traders should watch out for. On the daily chart, the 1.3000 level is acting as resistance, and the 1.2700 level is potential support. On the 1-hour chart, the 1.3000 level is considered significant, and the 1.2900 level is a clear support level. On the 15-minute chart, the 1.3050 level is a key price level that traders should watch out for. Traders should also be mindful of potential volatility and keep an eye on economic data releases from both the UK and the US. If the UK releases stronger than expected economic data, then that could give the pound a boost. But if the US releases weaker than expected economic data, then that could weaken the US dollar and provide further support for the pound. Ultimately, the direction of GBPUSD will depend on a number of factors, including news events, economic data, and trader sentiment.